Hello, welcome to episode 5. I'm Muhel Vasikran.
I'm Michael McGarrahan.
Hola, me llamo Cameron, me gusta podcast.
And this is Brendan Mascherino.
So, we are back with just the OG gang.
Oh yeah,
just
just the
us.
four of us.
No
Just the
special
four.
guest. This is about to be ridiculous, to say the least. So, do we want to start with the Q&A?
Let's go for it.
Let's do it.
All right.
Dive right in.
Would you like to say the questions, Sir Mascherino?
Yeah, I received a couple questions today, chilling in lunch from a couple friends of mine. First one's from MJ Carafa.
Go.
What's you guys' favorite Gatorade flavor?
Good
That's a
question,
tough
MJ.
one.
Good question.
Water.
What?
Well,
I'm playing!
We know you're upset with
You talking
with
Wegmans
Wegmans purified water. Sorry.
Watch it, buddy. Favorite flavor of Gatorade. I gotta think for a second. Anyone got one off the top of their head?
Oh, I already know. My favorite's definitely Fierce Grape. I'm gonna have to go.
Fierce Grape.
It looks blue more than grape.
Like a dark
but
blue kind of
yeah,
thing?
it's
Yeah.
really dark, but it's really freaking good.
So personally, I like yellow Gatorade.
What?
I know.
It's pretty
I
good.
know.
I like
Is that
it.
lime, lemon lime? Or what's yellow?
Probably.
Oh, okay.
But yellow is really good. But sophomore year, I went through a phase where I was going off with the Arctic Blitz. It's only in like special stores, the Wawa in Downingtown. It's like green. I don't know how to describe
It's like
the taste, but
teal almost.
yeah,
right?
it tastes really chill.
Yeah.
And it was so
Yeah.
nice. But I'm a yellow kid at heart. But anyone.
yellow kid at heart. Oh my god.
Wait, what? Anyone who drinks red Gatorade and enjoys it, that's a sin.
What? I like red
Well,
Gatorade.
I mean, you
Are
can enjoy
Did
it,
I
but like
stutter?
that's your hike.
Bro, red Gatorade.
Tell me if I stuttered when I say this. The red flavor's the best flavor.
Excuse you.
The only one that sucks is the orange one.
That's
Orange sucks.
What is
Come on.
orange? Just orange? The flavor orange? Or
It's-
Yeah.
It's
Orange.
It
disgusting.
don't
Yeah.
taste
I didn't
like
know if it was
orange.
like mango.
It tastes like.
Tastes like orange and paper.
Cough drop.
Listen. I'm gonna have to say, I don't remember the original names, but like that light blue is really good. I think it's like I know there's like a Riptide Rush one that Brendan was talking
Ooh.
about earlier, but I think it's like Arctic Blitz is what you were saying or something.
Arctic
That's
Free-
so good.
There's
Arctic
a freeze one.
No, Arctic
uh,
Blitz. Yeah.
No, not I don't know if it's Blitz.
Nah,
Excuse me.
Glacier Freeze.
Glacier Freeze is the
Yeah.
name. There it is. Glacier
Hey.
Freeze is my
I love
favorite
that
Gatorade
one.
flavor.
Yeah.
Because like that name too, it just sets you up for success. You know what I'm saying? Like when you take that
Steps
sip,
you up.
it sips you up for sip.
Whoa.
We're trying to get a
Wait,
Gatorade
you're trying to freeze?
sponsor.
But now they're coming out with all these weird flavors like clear and white.
Wait,
No,
what?
no,
That's
seriously.
White. No, they do have white. There's white.
Yeah, why do you think I
Yeah.
said it?
Yeah.
I wasn't lying, my guy.
I thought maybe you were joking.
Yeah, but the clear one's like flavored like cherry. or
Exactly.
something.
Cherry.
It's really weird. And like
Oh,
pink.
yeah,
is-
the
Cherry,
white
yeah.
cherry,
Okay,
John?
and Gatorade like partnered with Propel, whatever the heck that stuff
Oh,
is. Like,
Propel's
You know what I
good.
think?
Propel
it is
is
good,
too.
but like
I think
yeah.
they made a clear one just so if
Trying
you.
to not change your mind next time?
I know. I'm sorry. I know.
Propel is
I'm trying to
too
roast.
nice.
They made the clear one for like
It just
the,
gives a weird aftertaste
for the
in your mouth.
paranoid mothers that like don't want to get crap on their carpets.
It's like, oh, it's clear, less sugar.
Yeah.
Nah, less food.
No, yeah, just stop standing on my carpets with your dumb red Gatorade.
Can I ask a question? Do you guys
No.
know?
JK.
So apparently, people were saying that Gatorade doesn't actually have electrolytes inside of it,
It doesn't.
even though it does.
It
Apparently,
doesn't.
the bottle says it does.
Barely.
Is that what? Do you
That's
guys know anything
false
about that?
advertisement. Miss Combs told me
Exactly.
that
I was
there
gonna
was.
ask you.
The
yeah.
Miss Combs
It's just
experiment.
sugar. It's
Yeah.
just sugar.
Yeah, it's not.
Now, if you want some electrolytes, Pedialyte, that's the way to go.
I actually think Propel might have electrolytes in it.
It has that the lightning bolt on it.
That's a bunch of bull
I know.
crap.
Yeah.
Mike,
Gatorade,
you know what
we
we talked
Gatorade.
about.
Oh,
Don't
oh.
believe everything you read.
Oh, true. It is
Oh,
true.
Gatorade, if you're listening to this, we mean no offense. We'd love a sponsorship.
Yeah, please.
True.
Just a quick shout out, a commercial, anything. Just endorse
Or
us.
just some free Gatorades.
Just because Miss Combs told me that there wasn't any electrolytes. Miss Combs is our chemistry teacher, by the way. It doesn't really take away from me still drinking Gatorade. I drink it more than ever.
Yeah, I
if
love
anything,
Gatorade.
yeah.
Yeah.
Gatorade is the official sponsor of Damco Podcast.
I wish.
FYI.
Yeah.
All right, next Q&A.
All right. Next one's from my boy Teet.
Yo, T.
Or Andrew Henderson. He was a previous guest on Damco.
Oh,
Episode 3.
He'd like to know anything that we do with our setup before we start the podcast.
Mac, Blue Yeti, big pole. Oh, big pole.
Big pole.
Big pole, some wires, a hard drive, and some headphones that are really looking not too good. And a Wham CD case.
Of course.
Should we tell them the software?
Oh,
Go for it.
Here it is. GarageBand. Not even kidding, guys. It's free and it's from Apple, but it works like a charm. It's
And it works
perfect.
well, except for when Michael almost deletes the episode after
Hey,
episode
chill,
1. It worked out,
Hey,
but
just remember that Apple products like to save their work before quitting
beautiful.
automatically. Thank God, because
thank God.
Michael.
We had a close call at the end of the
Yeah,
last
close
episode.
call.
let's just
Luckily,
say
it's fine, but
Mike was playing too hard.
I'm a little visually disabled in some
His,
senses.
he's just messing
Some-
around.
some
He wasn't
senses.
focused. His mind is on Elastigirl, and it just
Oh
went down.
my god! Was that what you were talking about? Oh, okay. I'm
There's
scared.
more coming your way,
I'm
bud.
scared.
Elastigirl is just always on the mind.
That's false info. I apologize.
All right, what's your guys' opinion on Axe body spray? You know the smelly little freshmen that walk around the hallways, smell them a mile away.
Yeah, it.
All right.
We've all been there. Come on.
Well, being that my brother, he was a guest on episode 2, he
Sup,
was a
Pete?
big fan of that stuff back in the middle school days.
Everyone
I would
was.
come into my room and it would just be lit up with Axe in there, and I couldn't sleep. I could not sleep. He would put it on
Yeah.
at night for some reason, at night, and then I couldn't sleep. My eyes would be burning.
So I got a couple things.
Just watch a movie.
Well, Axe isn't the worst as long as you just use it in moderation. Anything's fine in moderation, but when people lather it on
Oh, yeah.
and say shower in a can, I'm like,
Oh,
I'm like
Gym
too
class.
much. But to be honest, the Dove body spray smells godlike.
Oh,
That's so
that's
nice.
Oh,
yeah.
Bro, people sleep
That's
on
Ben
Dove.
stuff, right?
Yeah, real talk.
Dove got some great men's
Dove for men?
deodorants.
Exactly.
Bro,
There's
that's
soap,
That's
too.
the only
It's
deodorant I
smaller.
use.
Yeah.
And I actually got a quick story. So, my freshman year, we took a band trip down to Florida, did a competition at Universal Studios, whatever. And at night in the hotel, my hotel room was me, Chaz, Barb, and Evan, Rip. And, we were messing around, and people were coming in and out of our room and messing stuff up. So I'm like, all right, we gotta strike back. So I think Chaz and Barb taped down an Axe body spray, so it's just going full blast nonstop. And you just kind of like lob it into the room across the hallway, and they're stuck with it and can't get out. And that puppy emptied.
Oh no!
Crazy.
Oh man.
Rip.
Yeah, Axis. It's not gonna get you any chicks, unfortunately.
Now, Dove, that's a
Nope.
different story.
Dove.
Oh, yeah.
Dove. Oh my gosh. I can't even explain. That's just.
So with Dove, we would like you to sponsor us as well.
The official
Yeah.
soap of
Yeah.
Damco podcast.
We gotta smell good at the podcast.
Dove soap. I would love a sponsorship for the podcast. It would be much appreciated. I could do anything. Just send us like a free box of soap or something. I won't drop it, I promise.
Oh yeah, Dove.
All right.
All right, shall we move on
Yeah,
to
let's
another
move
on. Why
topic? So, oh man. So this podcast contains opinions, of course, and I'd like to talk about. So this is a very freshman thing, but so a guy and a girl, or a guy and a guy, or a girl and a girl, we ain't gonna judge.
Or a attack helicopter and a spaceship.
Yeah. So say they get a little close together. Let's just say that they're what they call in the business dating. Well, in high school, I'll put some quotations around that. But so these kids that are dating, they walking down the hallway, and they holding the hands, taking up 3 people instead of 2 people. And let's just say, I got some thoughts on that. but please, I'd like to hear my fellow podcastees share.
I don't know. What do you guys have to say?
So I'll actually start my opinion with a quick anecdote. So every day after 7th period, I meet up with Michael and we peep our boy Fu running down the hallway.
Of course we do.
And after we peep Fu, we walk
Wait,
down.
like FU?
Yes. Yeah, like Alan Fu.
Oh,
Um,
Or Fu.
it's a work in progress, but anyway, then we walk to Calc. And on our way there, we must pass about 3 or 4 freshman couples taking up the whole hallway with his arm around these girls, these unattractive freshmen. And we're just like, how do these guys have girlfriends and we don't? That just defies all logic and all that makes sense in the world. But, you know, to each his own. It's a bit strange, I will admit, but, you know, freedom to assemble or whatever, go for it.
But going back to what Moo was saying about the spatial awareness kind of thing, like they're taking up a good amount of space and they're doing that because like
ugly freshmen.
Cause like me and Cam Signs will go in front of each other to like make some room, get through that tight squeeze. But like they always they going first through, like complete like huge wide, taking up all this space, and we got to get to pass this class, but
just wait till you get under the stairwell.
You know it's have you ever seen the initiation of the hand holding before it happens?
No.
It's probably the most
some of this.
cringy. It's probably the most cringy thing you'll ever see. One of them puts their hands out, and the other one slowly goes and grabs it. And I'm just like, bro, if it's not natural, then stop forcing it.
Yeah.
just like Socratic. No, I'm kidding. Yeah.
I mean, is it really, can you really not stand 4 minutes in the hallway of not being so close that you have to hold hands? Like, just get to your class.
Save it for Netflix.
Chill.
No, I'm kidding.
Damn. Any other thoughts with that?
Moo, what's your thoughts?
Yeah.
What are
What's
your
my
thoughts?
thoughts?
Let's hear it, boy.
All right. So, first of all, as I said, it's a waste of space. Second of all, it's very cringy.
Fair.
Third of
enough,
all, I don't get what's so exhilarating about the experience. Is it the human contact? If so, that is sad, I guess.
It's kind of kinky.
It's probably the most action they're getting. I'm sorry!
Damn.
Warning, this podcast contains opinions.
That's some facts right there.
You right?
What is it besides opinions? Come on.
Exactly. I'd say that's enough for that
Yeah.
topic. So
I'm getting a bit heated here. We gotta move on.
okay, it's getting too steamy. So last week we got a Q&A question, but I feel like this one we could really talk about from Ryan Burton.
Yo, Burton.
Yo Burton. Favorite conspiracy theory or any that you believe in.
Ooh.
So
and
good.
you believe- Wow.
I could start if you guys need some
Yeah,
time.
Yeah,
to
go
think.
ahead, man.
Just up.
Go for
So, what was the exact year of the moon landing?
Good question.
69?
Yeah. Well, supposedly. Wait. The supposed year of the moon landing.
Damn.
Yeah, so that's where the supposed is a big word in that because we all know it wasn't real. It was directed by fantastic filmmaker Stanley Kubrick. And hey, watch it, Croft. Save it for The Shining. So basically, Stanley Kubrick here in 1968, 1 year before the moon landing, made a little film called 2001: A Space Odyssey. And this film had some of the most revolutionary special effects of all time. And there was also scenes on the moon in that. So tell me why it's a coincidence that 1 year after that movie gets made, just to beat the Soviets in the space race, we all of a sudden are able to land on the moon.
I mean, considering I didn't know any of that, Moo, you're kind of swaying my opinion, man.
Exactly.
It's crazy.
You already
it's
know.
crazy.
Bro, I just think it's funny. Okay, the Flat Earth Society. What the hell's going on in your mind for years?
Come on.
But I'm pretty sure they're like slogans like something about all around the globe or something. I'm like, bro.
You have no proof that the Earth is
I mean,
not
don't get me
flat.
wrong. The flat Earth memes
Yeah, but you
are
don't have
on
any
fire.
proof that it's is.
I mean,
Show me some facts.
how do planes fly
Yeah.
around the globe if it's flat? Then they'd just be flying off to space.
I mean, if the
mean-
Earth isn't flat, then why aren't our shoes curved? No, I'm kidding.
What?
Why are the soles of our shoes flat?
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding.
Because the arc length
I'm messing. I'm
is
messing.
so large.
messing.
I'm sorry.
Favorite conspiracy theory has to be The Simpsons. Bro.
Facts.
Bro, they predict everything.
Granted, there are 30 seasons, but so they're bound
Bro.
to
There's actually
everything.
30.
It's so freaky. No, the
There's 30.
freaking. Okay, someone can probably like back up evidence with this scene, but the scene where Trump is like riding down the escalator and he like waves his hand and there's a guy on like the stairwell holding a sign, and then when Trump was elected, the same exact thing happened with the same guy holding the same sign. How do
Yeah,
you
that's
explain
really
that? Unless it was set up, but they can't set up President Trump being elected. It doesn't
Wait,
make
so you're
sense.
thinking the theory is that they had something to do with?
They
They
predicted
predicted
Trump's
it.
election.
Oh, okay, yeah, yeah. that's
Matt
right.
Groening.
And then they predicted Ebola, 9/11. It goes on.
True. No, Johnny Bravo predicting 9/11. That was kind of.
Yo.
Wow.
I kind of like. I sort of find the UFO conspiracy theories intriguing, even though I think it's a bunch of
Yeah,
baloney.
it is crazy.
I really don't think aliens are hovering above a field and making imprints.
I don't know, man.
But
I don't
it's kind of
know.
sleep. It's kind of weird.
Them
Scary.
crop
But
suits.
to be honest, I do think there's some form of other life
Of course.
really far away,
Of course.
other universes, and chances are they're probably more intelligent than us, because if you think about it, we've only been searching for alien life for about 50, 60 years. In the grand scheme of since the beginning of time, chances are that they've started before that, and chances are they could be smarter.
Dude, there's some creepy stuff if you think
Scary.
like in Egypt. So those pyramids, first of all, are insanely advanced for the
Yeah.
time. And secondly, if you look at the hieroglyphics in there, there's like from that time, there's like hieroglyphs of like helicopters and stuff, like advanced technology
Really?
that
What?
they
Wow.
predicted at the time, and there's no way they did that without aliens, man.
They could have
That's
just time traveled.
Aliens.
aliens.
Oh shoot!
yeah.
Time travel.
Oh,
I just-
Bill.
Yeah. We'll talk about it. We'll save it. The Earth is the only container of human life. Anyway, yeah. So I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. No, you guys. Yeah, there are definitely some neat theories with the UFO stuff. I remember when I was a kid, I would see
He's done a lot of research
lot of-
at home outside of school.
a lot of that. You see that found footage of stuff of people like with lights in the sky and like, what is that? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
9 out of
like
10
the
times it's
yeah.
a drone
Yeah.
just chilling up
And
there.
yeah, 100% of the time it's a plane in the air.
Yeah.
And it's always a
100%
garbage.
of the time.
It's always a garbage photograph, and it's like never a clear photograph of a UFO, not once. But I mean,
Oh, that conspiracy theory stuff with like when you see pictures of historical figures and then you see like ghosts in the background and that
Oh,
kind of
that's
stuff. Like
weird.
that's crazy. That stuff had me.
Explain
they made a
UFOs.
movie not too long ago about that. Someone who,
Yeah, Phoenix
Really?
Forgotten.
yeah.
It's not very good, but
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
yeah.
I didn't know they did
Of course.
that though.
yeah, of course it's not good. Just,
Well-
but there are some great alien movies. Maybe we'll save one if we can get a very scientifically inclined guest one day.
Please.
Please.
I'm gonna have to say moon landing though. That one always has me. I love hearing the theories about that because I still go back and forth in my mind to this day whether or not.
Any conspiracy
'Cause, like-
theories you can go back and forth on because there's
Yeah.
no one can prove it. That's
It's
the
true, yeah.
that's what a conspiracy theory is. Like there's no
There's
proof.
there's
And then there's so many crazy conspiracy theories about like after what happens after death, like the
True.
Matrix, the whole movie about how you just wake up and it was a simulation and stuff like
Bro,
that?
that's so
weird.
scary.
That's crazy. That's some,
weird.
like
That
realistic
is
stuff,
some
right?
Yeah, right
Ooh.
now this is just like some robot world, and then we wake up in the real world and it's all post-apocalyptic.
Sometimes I think
That's
like,
insane.
are you guys? Can you guys like? Are you guys telling the truth? Tell me the truth. Like, can you think right now for yourself or no? Like, are you thinking? Can you hear what I'm saying, or can you think for yourself, or am I the only one that's I'm just reacting to
I've thought
like you
that
guys
one
just doing
so
stuff?
many
Because like
times.
you could all be lying to me. You could be just saying yeah, like I feel the same way. Like sometimes it's like that, but like maybe you're not, and maybe
Yeah,
like I
maybe-
don't know.
maybe you're
I
lying to
know
me.
I know that I'm.
Maybe you're
no, but
lying
I
to
know
me.
I'm not. I'm not.
Watch it, buddy. Save it for Elastigirl.
No, actually,
Yeah.
I need to say, well, I mean, basically what you described is kind of like the Truman Show. Almost
Yeah,
everything
the
in the
Truman Show.
world around him is just made for him, and he's being filmed, and everything's just slightly
like a
off.
TV show.
And he finds
That's what I'm
out.
saying.
He finds
He
out.
finds
He,
out,
he
wow.
goes out into the ocean and rips.
Don't spoil.
Hey, I thought we
movie.
agreed. Spoilers included.
Only
Not
when
on-
specified
on the
ahead of
what we
time.
were
Only when
told.
specified ahead of
Are
time.
you kidding me? The Truman Show is an excellent movie for anyone that hasn't seen
I
it.
have to see that.
Yeah, I'd see it as well. I'd
Exactly.
see it
Why
as
don't,
well.
why don't we hit up some recommendations?
I'll recommend it one
I
day.
would.
One day,
You
one
see,
day, yeah.
I kind of am thinking Michael makes the recommendation this week, but I just know he's going to choose Incredibles or Incredibles 2 because,
Yeah,
you know,
no.
Elastigirl.
I think
I
that's
def-
Michael's favorite conspiracy theory is just the animation involved with Elastigirl.
Or the inside of his eyelids.
How do they?
Oh!
Hey,
Hey.
steak sauce.
If you haven't been here for a long time, let's just say Michael
you're just tuning in now.
Michael enjoys to sleep while watching movies, unfortunately.
Listen, you guys just think that it's a big conspiracy theory, but that's not the truth. I explained. Listen, I explained.
20 unwatched
Yeah.
minutes of Blowout.
Nah. Listen, guys. All I'm saying is I watched Bill and Ted's this week. That's all I'm saying.
Oh,
Okay.
just save it for
Save
the
it.
Save it. Moving on.
About one last thing on conspiracy theories. Some people, not many, have what is it? Conspiracized? Is that the right word?
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, I'm gonna just send it. Conspiracized that the Holocaust was fake,
I was gonna mention
and
that.
That's the dumbest
that
one.
seems
crazy.
a bit
That's kinda
far, considering it
stupid.
was less than 100 years ago. 1 and 2. There's lots of evidence. 3, like
There's people alive that
Yeah,
were
there's
in it.
damn
There's-
survivors.
there's
Yeah.
survivors.
They
And
came into our school.
11 million people died. 9 million Jewish people, I think, but 11 million people died. Like, how is that fake, my
You
guy?
can't just fake 11.
Are you
million people
actually
dying,
gonna
yeah.
make a logical argument that that's fake?
Yeah.
Come on.
Impossible.
If the moon landing is fake, that's fake. Come on.
No, the moon landing's different though because
know.
no one was up with
But
them at the moon.
If you didn't
Sure.
see
other
it,
than those
if you
astronauts.
didn't see it, it didn't happen. That's all I'm
If
saying.
a tree
No,
falls
I'm
in the
kidding.
woods, does it make noise?
Oh yeah, it didn't fall.
I mean, obviously it
Oh, yeah.
does, but like from a philosophical standpoint,
it
like,
didn't fall.
ooh,
Listen. If Schrodinger's cat's in the box,
fast.
is he gonna blow up?
Is it dead
oh
or
yeah, is it
alive?
dead or
If
alive?
it's raining cats and dogs, is it really raining cat? Oh wait, what?
Listen, that's all.
All right. Now let's. Whoa, get that out of here. All right. Oh, if you don't know, okay, actually, I'll just save it for the next time.
Wait, what? Oh yeah.
So last week our recommendation for this week was Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure with Keanu Reeves and that other guy. So this one, unlike all the other choices, it's not a movie that's like one of my all-time favorites or anything, but I enjoy it. It's a fun watch. I mean, some of the dialogue is atrocious. There's a lot of things I respect about it, but I want to hear what you guys think, especially Brendan Mascherino.
Put me on the spot. I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna be honest real quick. Didn't finish the whole movie. Watch the beginning. Didn't really find much interest in it just because I don't know. It's the whole storyboard just like I read like the description and stuff like that. I was like, this sounds pretty good. But when I started watching it, I just like thought about like two like really dumb people that couldn't pass a class. and then that was like the rest of the movie. I just feel like I needed something else in the movie to grab my attention.
Imagine if you watched a little further.
So
Listen.
I got a quick story. So I walk into school this morning early as heck, about 7:15 or so, and got a few minutes left to Bill and Ted's, but I'm like, all right, I'm finishing it. So I'm watching on my phone. I see Brendan. I'm like, oh yeah, doing a bit of homework still, wrapping it up. And he's like, oh Sam, I got about an hour left. I'm like, oh, good luck finishing it. He's like, oh no, I got
dude.
it.
I for some reason all
Wait,
day today.
pause, and then at lunch, I'm like, oh, so did he finish? He's like, nah. I'm like, oh, and then he's like,
Yeah.
well, I got a lot of time. Like, we're recording today. He's like, well, it's Wednesday. I'm like, it's actually Thursday, which is
bro.
podcast day, my
Bro,
guy.
I went straight up all day today. I knew yesterday was Wednesday, but when I woke up this morning, I was still on Wednesday. And I thought I had tonight because I wasn't doing anything tonight. I was just like, oh, I'll just chill after band or whatever, and I'll just go home and finish the movie up, get some prepared notes to discuss.
How'd that work out for
Cam
you?
spills the beans.
You know, I'm thinking
Thursday, my dude.
Brendan, I think I'm just hearing a lot of excuses.
At least I didn't fall asleep.
My guy really thought it was Wednesday all day somehow.
Listen, it
Nah,
happened.
it happens.
Michael
It happens to
texted us.
everybody.
Bro,
Michael texted us saying,
Oh, in the morning.
yeah, I'm not coming to school, but I'll come later for the podcast. And Brendan
because Michael couldn't show up to school.
Hey, he's trying to
today.
cover up the fact he didn't watch the movie by blaming it on me. I'm just making it
Whoa,
completely
boys,
irrelevant.
boys,
I'm just
come on,
saying.
save
Let's
this
keep
podcast.
going. Let's keep going. Let's keep going.
Anyway, personally, the movie, I gotta say, if you're looking for a deep emotional investment or anything, this
total
is
crap.
not the movie for you. But if you're looking
no.
for a good comedy, it's pretty stinking funny.
Yeah.
I thought these guys were hilarious in a sort of senior kind of dumb way. Just the way they talk. The whole movie's ridiculous, but it's funny if you kind of prepare yourself and you're like, oh, I'm not gonna take this seriously. This is just a good old funny movie.
Funny.
Yeah. No, I'd say it's definitely there's some like laughable moments in there. Like I there's some stuff I was really laughing about. Although part of me there's a lot of times where I'm just like this is kind of really stupid. I'm just like when they're opening lines and they're saying like oh no like we got school Ted like oh no what are we gonna do and like those that kind of dialogue
Oh
like
no, we're
it was
late,
just-
dude.
Yeah, we're late.
For what?
Yeah, for what? Yeah, exactly that kind of stuff. And then they're like so like what do they say? Socrates. Or, like when they say that
yeah,
kind of stuff.
Socrates.
Like when they say that, and then
Who is Jonah the Ark? Noah's wife.
oh yeah, Noah's wife.
And
Like
then,
that kind of stuff.
They get Billy the Kid, and Billy the Kid says, oh, thank you for saving my life. And Bill and Ted say, no problem, Mr. the Kid.
Yeah, and they say Mrs. the Ark.
And it's just so
Or
dumb. Like,
Ark, Mrs.
some of the time travel stuff they have in that movie
Oh,
makes
yeah,
no
that's
sense.
crazy.
Like they're trying to bail the historical figures out of prison, and they're like, oh, I wish I had my dad's keys. Well, we could go back in time. Oh, well, if I went back in time, I'd put them right here. Oh, look, there they are. But now I gotta
That was
remember
awesome.
not
I'm
to.
gonna say. Sorry, keep going.
Now I gotta remember to do it. Well, you did, or else they wouldn't be here. Oh yeah.
Yeah, like don't forget to do it. Dude, that part, I'm gonna say it right now. No matter how like dumb that may seem with the whole time travel, I finished it up today, and I was watching it, and holy crap, dude. When that happened, when he found the keys on the ground, for some reason, like it just blew my mind. I remember like my jaw dropped and I was like, wait, they actually like that kind of makes sense though. But I was like, wait, no, it doesn't make sense. But like that's kind of cool that they got the keys. Like
It's just a very stupid movie, but at the same time, there's a lot I really respect about it. For one, it's a comedy movie that never gets serious once. That is,
Yeah.
for some reason, so rare. Like, a comedy movie should be a comedy. If I'm watching a Kevin Hart movie, I don't care if the two main characters are having friend issues because I'm not invested in that conflict in a comedy. And usually it's really bad. It's got some horrible and manipulative music. But in Bill and Ted's, there is not a single scene where it gets serious. And that's something I really respect. And by the way, Kevin Hart movies are usually not very good to begin with, but he's a funny guy.
I was actually, I gotta agree with Moo. I was watching 21 Jump Street earlier this week, and oh, so funny.
Yeah,
but
it's so funny.
they do have some moments where it gets serious and the friend issues, and I'm like, can't it just go back to being funny?
exactly,
No
because that-
offense. I love
when-
Jonah Hill and Channing Tatum.
Yeah, 21 Jump Street is great, but even that, like, when the movie gets back to the comedy, it's, like, tough to get back into the laughs.
Yeah.
Whereas something like this is just consistent.
I just thought their dialect and the way they talked on its own was just God-smacking hilarious.
Mhm.
And just,
Oh,
San Dimas high.
Oh yeah, Sandimas.
And the music. It's so good.
Beethoven ripping.
Oh,
off
yeah.
piano.
That was.
That was so funny.
Yeah, and the other part, like for some reason, when I think of historical figures and people dressing up as them, although in the film, like these are that they're supposed to be the real people, like just the fact that like they just take these like Abraham Lincoln and like all them, just like it just adds makes it really just I feel like kind of cheesy in a way, but still it just adds that element of like it's just comedy the whole time.
The
Like
Napoleon
Yeah.
scenes.
Yeah.
he was in the car with like the
Those are
stepmom,
so
too.
dumb. Napoleon at the water
exactly.
park.
Yeah.
That scene is so stupid.
Probably
It's so funny.
Probably some of the dumbest on-screen stuff ever, but it's so good.
Oh my god.
I liked it. I'm not
I
gonna
like
lie.
I like the world they create in the future with all the people like be excellent.
Yeah,
That's also
that's
a
good.
great message
Yeah.
too. It's
Party on.
Later, dudes.
Yeah.
I just thought some of the stuff they said, like, I forget exactly, but just the lingo, they said, oh, that's so righteous, dude, or something like that. It's
Righteous.
just so funny.
they're like maybe if we get Eddie Van Halen on
They
the
said that so many times. Well, first we should just get better playing guitar.
That's
Nah.
why we need Eddie Van Halen.
Dude, and when the last guy like shreds at the end too, man, that was crazy. Or, like the
Yo,
with the-
yeah.
oh yeah, the time travel like master
Yeah,
guy. Yeah,
Rufus.
Yeah.
Which is also the name of Stewie's pet
Pet
bear
bear.
in Family Guy.
Dude, I love when they say like when they say like San Dimas High and they're like faculty, like gentlemen, babes, and then they're like and then I was like, what?
Well, yeah, they're
when
like,
they say that.
don't
it's like-
forget to say hi to the babes.
Yeah.
The princess babes.
And it's just like so stupid because at the end of the movie, for some reason, Ted says, all right, future Ted says to, I guess, past Fred, or fuck.
Past Fred, past Ted. Oh my god.
Okay. I'm sorry. Future Ted says to past Ted, don't forget to set your watch correctly. And he forgets or something. And he just gets stuck in like an endless time circle or whatever. It's just totally irrelevant, but it's funny.
Dude, I just love the whole idea of all these historical figures being amazing at stuff in modern day, like when they're playing the piano or Joan Arc at yoga class.
That's right. You're just like, I'm gonna start an aerobics center or
Yeah,
something like that. Yeah.
That stuff's so funny, man. But it's just a movie that you can just throw on at any time. You don't have to be paying attention necessarily. You just have a good time.
It's a feel-good movie.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's a good way to de-stress sometimes.
Especially coming from Darko, like you don't have to put any thought into what's going on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's
Yeah.
just kind of like, oh, like these guys
Just having
they got
a good
this
time.
Lincoln, like they got all
They
right.
fixed the antenna with bubble gum.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Good stuff, honestly.
Good stuff, yeah.
How do you come up with a storyboard like that?
To be honest, I actually don't think the plot is too advanced. It's just kind of
Yeah.
we
all
another
know.
time travel story, sort
Yeah.
of, but made comedically.
Yeah, it's funny and also the plot holes don't matter with like time travel plot
yeah.
holes and all because they never ask you to think so deeply into the movie, so you can easily just be like, oh yeah, it's whatever, it's just a fun comedy.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
ruin it for yourself if you try to say like, well, if they would have like went back in time, or if they would have done this, like then, like you know, like
Yeah.
it's not for the chair. Like if they saw themselves, like you're not supposed to have. Like Moose saying, they don't want you to have to think about that.
It's not
stuff.
meant
It's
to
just-
be taken seriously.
Yeah.
Whereas with Darko, you better be prepared to
Oh,
do some heavy
holy
research
crap.
after watching that.
It's oh man, it's so good. They're actually Keanu Reeves said they're making a part 3.
Oh jeez.
Oh
Jeez,
shoot!
wow.
Now they're way older, so that's gonna
Oh,
be
God.
so funny. Well, Keanu Reeves
Yeah.
doesn't age. That guy, if he shaves his beard, looks the same. But It's gonna be so. I'm excited for it. Bogus Journey's also not bad at all. Not bad at all.
Is the original the best? would you
Yeah,
say?
I like Excellent Adventure the best, but it's not. It's nowhere near a 10 out of 10.
Is
It's-
Bogus Journey that's about time travel as well, or is it different? Is it like a different kind of?
You'll see when you watch it.
All right.
But it's no 10 out of 10. It's like if we're talking about it as a full-blown film, like everything technical and all, it's like a solid 5 out of 10, maybe a 4. But for entertainment value, I'd bump that up to a 7 out of 10. I love this movie. It's too fun. That's the best word to describe it. Fun. And also
Agreed.
the stepmom, that's
Oh, yeah.
too funny of a joke.
Yeah.
It's like,
You talking about the beginning, like when they
Just-
first
it's
meet
just
her?
a
Yeah,
running
yeah.
joke.
Oh, it's
They're
just a
like,
joke. Yeah.
that's your mom, man.
My favorite line, yo, Ted, remember when you asked my mom to the prom or something like that?
yeah.
It's like, shut up.
Shut up, man. That's classic.
It's classic. Good times. All right. Do we want to start wrapping this one up?
Let's
All
go
right.
for it.
So, it's October. Ooh, spooky. But
I'm spooked.
so next week we were originally gonna talk about the Netflix miniseries Maniac, or limited series, whatever you want to call it, and we'll just say that's coming soon. But it might take some time for some people to watch it because it is a miniseries, but it's a very fun time. Well, fun is a interesting word to use. But anyways, let's talk about the recommendation for next week. It's spooky season.
Oh God.
Ooh, and Netflix added one of my favorite modern horror movies recently. It's called The Witch or The Vivitch. It is something else. The
What?
Witch.
The witch and the what now?
He said double V. Did you say just?
Yeah, on the poster it's double VH,
Yeah.
but it's something else. It's. Well, I'll save it for next week, baby. And we might have a special guest on.
Mr. Walton.
Yeah.